Indy Sports Central is brought to you by Ortho Indy.
Welcome Inside Sports. I'm Danielle Maslany. The Colts wrapped up the NFL draft this afternoon and evening with 5 picks throughout rounds 4 through 7. Let's meet the newest members of the Horseshoe one by one. First up in round 4, the Colts select Texas defensive tackle HASSAN Ridgeway, a first-team All-Big 12 selection last season. In spite of battling several injuries, Ridgeway's best year came in 2014, recording 6 sacks and 11 tackles for loss as a sophomore. The Colts stuck with defense for their second, 4th round selection, taking Florida linebacker Antonio Morrison. Coach Chuck Pagano and GM Ryan Grigson raved about Morrison's tape, saying the wow factor was all over it. On to round 5, the Colts select North Dakota State tackle Joe HAEG, a 2-time All-American with the Bison. HAEG started 60 games in his 4 years and helped NDSU win a national title every year he was in Fargo. No picks in round 6, we go to number 7, and Maine's Trevor Bates. He lined up on the D-line for the Black Bears, but will play linebacker in the NFL. Could be an edge rusher. Bates recorded 19 sacks during his collegiate career. And lastly, the Colts' 8th pick in the draft, Iowa center Austin Blythe. The 4 O-linemen the Colts took are the most since the franchise moved to Indianapolis. Team owner Jim Irsay pleased with the haul over the last 3 days.
We feel like we're a much improved football team. Couldn't be more excited, guys, about the way things went.
One game with the season on the line. It's Game 7 for the Pacers in Toronto. They're set for tomorrow night, an 8 o'clock tip-off. The blue and gold practice in Indy this afternoon prior to taking off for north of the border. What to expect tomorrow night in a back-and-forth series? Intensity.
It's kind of the whole series in a nutshell. It's every possession matters at that point.
That's it for Sports Tonight. I'm Danielle Maslany.
Yogi Ferrell's name is all over IU record books. In fact, nobody has played more games in a Hoosier uniform. But tonight, that era comes to an end with a Sweet 16 loss to North Carolina.
I feel like I've done everything in my part that I can.
With the conclusion of the draft, the Colts' new focus is a contract extension with Andrew Luck, which Jim Irsay says could be the biggest in NFL history. The Hoosiers broke brackets and Wildcat fans' hearts when they knocked off Kentucky. And now they're here in Philadelphia and they're still dancing with another blue blood program. Or should I say Carolina Blue, the #1 seed in the region. Hi Magic fans, I'm Danielle Maslany and this is John Denton. And this is your edition of Magic Mailbag, the show where Twitter fans tweet in asking us all their questions about the Orlando Magic. Fighting Irish back again in the Elite 8. And just like last year, again, a heavy underdog. But remember last March against an undefeated Kentucky, the game went down to the last shot. The Tribe's 6-game homestand continues tonight against the Durham Bulls. Steve Broad on the hill tonight. He struck out 11 in his last start. Indy, no stranger to big sporting events, and the JW Marriott always getting in on the action. The Super Bowl Final Four, and now the Indianapolis 500 as we prepare for the 100th running.
This is Fox 59 Sports Overtime.
Hello and welcome to Sports Overtime. I'm Danielle Maslany. One game with the season on the line, a loss, and it's all over. But in fact, the Pacers have won their last 3 playoff elimination games inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse. PG said he was ready to go, 48 minutes tonight if needed. Pacers fall down by 12 early, but here comes Jan Mahimi with the dunk. Indiana down just 2 after a quarter. Later, Miles Turner with the tip-in. That ties the game up at 30. Pacers down by 4 at the half. Second half now, it's Turner again. This time, he connects from long range to give the Pacers their first lead of the game. George Hill and Monte Ellis dominate the third quarter. Hill buries a three-pointer, puts Indiana up 4. Here we go, it's Ellis again driving the lane and delivering the pretty finish. Indiana up 7 after 3. Fourth quarter, Pacers blow it open. They force the steal, and George finishes on the other end with the dunk. 101-83, the final. The drama of day 1 in the past. The NFL draft continued tonight in Chicago with rounds 2 and 3. The Colts were slated to pick 17 spots into round 2 at 48 overall, but traded back 9 spots. With their pick at 57 overall, the Colts selected Clemson defensive back TJ Green. This guy can fly. He ran a 4.34 40-yard dash last month at the NFL Combine, which was the second best among corners and safeties. Green started his career with the Tigers at wide receiver, but switched to safety for the past 2 years. He was in on 130 tackles as a junior in 2015. Third round, 82nd overall, Colts take OT LaRaven Clark, Texas Tech, 6'5", 316 pounds, left tackle last 3 years, right guard is freshman. All Big 12 his senior year and second team All-American. The Colts have 3 more picks they'll make tomorrow, barring trades, of course, and it all started yesterday with a new center to the O-line, Ryan Kelly, former captain of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Flew into the Circle City this afternoon, courtesy Jim Irsay's private plane, to check out his new digs and most importantly to meet us, the media. Kelly is certainly eager to get his new career started with a franchise he sees heading in the right direction.
It's been really special so far. Just really excited for it.
The 18th overall pick, Kelly's resume is star-studded. 3 years atop the depth chart, a consensus All-American as a senior. He also won the Remington Award this year, given to the top center in college football. The past 2 seasons, Kelly allowed a grand total of 0 sacks. And some love for the Hoosiers today in the draft. Offensive tackle Jason Spriggs goes at 48 overall to the Packers. Coincidentally, that's the pick the Colts traded away tonight. And running back Jordan Howard is still waiting to hear his name called. Most projections had him as a mid-round pick, 3rd through 5th round. The 3rd is still underway, 4 through 7 tomorrow. That's Sports Overtime tonight. The NFL Draft continues tomorrow at noon with rounds 4 through 7. The Colts are set to make 3 picks, trades notwithstanding. As for us tonight, News Point is next here on Fox 59 with a preview. Here's Tanae Howard.